Hey everybody, Krista Kitsune here, and welcome to Puzzle Pirates. Now, yes, I know I was starting to play the Dark Seas, which is like an offshoot of Puzzle Pirates, which concerns factions and things like that, where you can either choose the light faction or the dark faction. But between the last time we played it and now, like just a few days ago, they have already uploaded it to Steam, and you have to like download it through Steam in order to play it, which I did. And I get into the game and like I click on my already existing character, and I click on it, and like the person's not there. You can't see the person. So like when you look at the screen here, you see the pirate on the screen, the way that she looks and everything. It looked like this, but it said the pirate's name on the top, but it was blank like this. So I'm like, okay, that's odd. So I click into the game via the character, and all the like icons and things are like error, kind of like error codes, like when you try to when you're on a website and the image doesn't show up, and it usually has like a little icon there, not like an X icon, but like a little like picture icon showing that it's a picture but it didn't show up. You can either like right click and like force it to load or whatever. I mean, used to you were able to. But all that had all the little icons for like the different jobs and stuff were those little icons. And I'm like, okay, well, they haven't quite got the bugs out of this yet. And that was like last week sometime, because I was gonna play this last week. And then like a couple days later, I was like, well, maybe if I just start a new character, because I was going from the character that I played before to, um, it went from the old way of playing the game to having to download through Steam. And I was like, okay, well, maybe we'll just start a new character. Okay, so click on the empty new pirate box. Um, got into the thing, and it's to customize your pirate. There's no pirate standing there. So apparently they still haven't got all the bugs out of that particular version of the game. So I wanted to play Puzzle Pirates because it's been a while since we played Puzzle Pirates. So I figured I could at least play the regular Puzzle Pirates until the actual Dark Seas one like fixes itself. Um, so all the stuff that I had, my labor badge is gone. My bravery badge is gone. I don't even think I have a weapon. No, I don't even have a weapon. I have a stick. Um, so that's kind of shitty. I could probably buy another thing. Another sword. My clothes are going to dust here pretty darn soon. And soon I'm not going to even have a weapon at all. So the only badge that I have is my officer badge, but that's going to probably die here pretty soon. Also, 13 days. Okay, that's good. I'm the only person in my crew right now that's online. Let's see if we can get, because you got some gold boxes here for Halloween, so let's see if we can actually buy a gold box. So gold boxes are these things that come every month, usually towards the beginning of the month. And I have the doubloons for it, so I actually need to see if I can get into the bank. If things will stop loading so slowly. I think it's because we're on Admiral Island, and then it's like the drop off for everybody. I could go home and it probably might be better. Because I don't live on Admiral, I live on Lincoln, so um so at least maybe we can. Okay, this is my home. I don't know if you've been here since last time. Well, apparently this game is borked right now, so that's fun. Okay, so I guess we can enter the bank from out here. I just have to find where it is at. Oh, we're actually on Admiral Island. Maybe that's why. Maybe if we actually go to whisking potion, that's what I meant. Okay, whisking potion to Lincoln Island. Maybe it'll load there. Okay, there we go. because like I said, Admiral is like the drop-off place for everyone. So like when you first come into the game, you're basically on Admiral Island. So let's get one of these little doohickeys. We can get a couple of them. Cool. Okay, so we got 4 boxes, and we can go here, and go to our booty, and go to our miscellaneous, because that's where it's at. Nope, that's not where it's at. It's under trinkets. Yeah, trinkets. No, it's under, what the fuck is it? Furniture? Okay, furniture. Okay, so here's 4 gold boxes. This is kind of like the loot crates that you get in like Overwatch and stuff. Because if you see like on the notice board when you first log into these things here, oh, it's not showing up. Of course, the thing that was showing up earlier with the oh, here we go. Do you favor the shadows or will you sail into the light? For limited ocean, obtain a new ship. Your fleet surely shows where your loyalties lie. So this is based off of, I guess, Dark Seas finally coming out onto Steam. So you can either go with the Defiant or the Shadow class and get ships that replicate that. Oh, what the hell? I didn't mean to do that. Sorry if it showed up on screen, which I don't think it did. Let me see. No, it didn't. Okay. I clicked on this thing and it showed, and it gave me like the internet, and I didn't mean to do that. So anyway, we'll open up our boxes and see what we actually got. So unwrap the present. I found a gold cannonball. Awesome. Okay. Unwrap the present. Gilded spyglass. More shit. Unwrap present. Another gold cannonball. I want a Halloween thing, please. Chroma. Chocolate. Chroma is used for dyeing things. So you see I have like chroma plum and then I have chroma chocolate. So if you have enough of chroma, you can dye clothing, or I think it's just clothing. You have to use paint and stuff for other stuff. Okay, so I guess you could pick a puzzle. We could try doing treasure drop, because that's the free game today. If you don't have a parlor badge, you can't play any of the games, but at least once a day, like during the week, since today's Tuesday for me, you get a game that you can play for free. So today's game is treasure drop. Now we can see if there's actually anybody in here to play treasure drop. Sometimes there isn't anybody. It doesn't look like there's it. And this like goes for everyone. So like this is for all areas. So it's not just here on Lincoln Island. It goes all over the place. So if you go into the parlor games, this is people from all the different islands. So you got sword fighting, drinking, spades, hearts, treasure drop, rumble, and poker. I've never played poker. I've rumbled and treasure dropped. I never played hearts or spades, and I have do the drinking game, and I've done the sword fighting. But I usually don't do parlor games because they're like you're betting essentially on yourself on the game to see for your favor. And if you fuck up or they, inevitably win, then you lose money. And I am not really good at keeping money in this game, as you will see. I just spent like 50 some doubloons on boxes that got me nothing. Which I never really have luck with those either, by the way. I usually have poor luck when it comes to boxes and stuff like that. So again, I'm off by myself. I don't have the ability to really do my own run right now. So the only thing that we have the choice of is to go to the notice board and see what's going on voyage-wise. We got 2 pillages with a crew. So I guess we can apply for the job and see where it gets us. Although I'm not sure how long we'll be able to stay. If they're jobbing and they're not actually actively out, okay, they are good. Ahoy. Let's see, we got 2 on the sails, no bilge. I'm pretty good at patching, but I just go down to the bilge station. Just because I like bilge more than anything. I mean, I like bilge enough to do it. So I think I've shown you this game before many times. So you're probably bored of it by now. But when you're in a ship that doesn't belong to you, the people don't know your strengths or your weaknesses unless they take the time to look at your pirate page. But for just jobbing somebody that you don't really know, you take what you get. So you don't really get to choose what position you get to do in most cases. In this case, it was like I could have picked whatever I wanted because they weren't full or anything. So I could have taken carpentry, which I don't do. I could have taken the rigging, which I do pretty well. And I could have done the patching. But they don't have actually any damage, so I don't actually really need to do that. Now, if it came on board and there was like some damage, like either bilge or damage for the sail for carpentry, I've learned that the carpentry is the one that you want to go with if you can do it, because now this is what I just heard. I don't know if this is true or not. That rigging and patching don't give you the same strength as if you sailed or did carpentry. So like there's no alternative to bilging right now. There's no like other puzzle that you can do that gets rid of water. So bilging is like the only thing that you can really do. When it concerns getting water out of your ship. But there is for sailing there's rigging and sailing. But rigging is more, I guess, less like it takes way less damage. Like if you were doing, or not damage, if you were sailing and actually was sailing, it would make this meter right here, this yellow meter, go up a whole lot faster than if you were rigging. I just don't do very well with sails, so I always rig, and I do pretty well with it, so I guess I kind of compensate for that. The other thing is, with carpentry, you're better to get damage down if you carpent than if you patch, because patching is patching up sails, and carpentry is actually getting rid of the holes in the ship. So it makes sense that the holes in the ship being repaired would actually take less, or repair more damage than if you just was repairing sails. But I always tend to do the puzzles that aren't that efficient, I guess. Yay for no efficiency. Oh cool, we actually got a intercept. So hopefully, with any luck, we'll be able to do some fighting here before the end of the video. Come on. I have to remember that I'm actually doing this puzzle to not lose my standing as well. And I'm sorry that I'm back with the old puzzle pirates. like I said, I would have played on the other one, but the other one just doesn't want to like show the icons and stuff, and I'm thinking that's just like a glitch or something. Which, I mean, happens. It happens. There's glitches in games all the time. Like, you think that like if you beta test it, then you're getting all the glitches out of it, but if you're transferring it from one platform to another, or you know, whatever, it tends to bug sometimes. So it's just a thing that happens with games. I know, like, when they were saying that the Dream Daddies game, the Game Grumps game that came out, they advertised it to come out on a specific day. And so, like, a lot of people were all, like, waiting in anticipation for this game to come out. And, like, everybody, like, who didn't have a free copy already were wanting to play it. And by free copy, I mean, like, developers, a lot of times will give games to YouTubers so they can test the game out and promote it at the same time. Well, you know, like, get it out there and get their name out there and the name of their game, so that way when it does come out, then that's why there's like a lot of demos and stuff. They send them links to demos or the full game before it's actually released. So Markiplier got the game, I think. Jacksepticeye got the game before. And so we were all, like, us lower people were all waiting for the game to come out, and I know I was waiting because I had the money, you know, loaded up on Steam. I was waiting for, you know, the game to happen on that day that it said it was supposed to be here, and it didn't happen. And they gave a reason that they were, like, testing some things and there were some bugs. So they had to deal with that, and it took a couple of days for them to get the bugs out, and they finally got the bugs out. And then the next time they said that they were going to release it, it was Steam that was, like, holding them back for some reason. I think they were trying to upload the game to Steam, and Steam hadn't given them the green light yet or anything, so there was that issue. But finally, when it did come out, I finally bought it, and you know, it's a fun little game. I'm glad I bought it. People who have watched it haven't actually told me they liked it, but if you're watching it, you must like it. That's the only thing I can think. It was slow going at first because you had to, like, go through this whole, like, meeting the dads. So you start out meeting Joseph, and then you meet, like, everybody else following. And then once you meet all the different dads, then you get to choose, like, which dad you get to go with. And I was talking to myself after I recorded the last episode of Dream Dad, and I was like, they're probably gonna make us date every single dad in this game once at least, just to, like, because they had us meet everyone at once. Well, not at once, but they had us meet everyone first, and then I'm thinking that we'll have to meet. We met them all, so now we have to date them all, and then we get to choose, like, which one we want from there. And I'm thinking, if it's not Craig, it's probably going to be Matt. But Damien is actually quite interesting. It would actually be kind of funny if we went after Damien, because he is such a weirdo. But I'm actually kind of curious, like, how the Joseph thing works out, because if he's, like, okay, I keep saying this, but I'm positive that when we first met Joseph, he said that he was divorced, but he still had his 3 kids, the Exorcist twins or whatever, and the other little boy or girl or whatever, and so they were all living with him, and they were talking about how hard it was to be a single dad. But then when they had the barbecue, he introduced his ex-wife as his wife. So that's why I was getting confused, because I was like, wait a minute, I was like, isn't he divorced? And all that? Because I had made this comment that there was, like, some weird Stepford Wives kind of deal going on with this whole cul-de-sac thing, because the cul-de-sac was, like, all single dads. All the people that lived there were single dads. So I was like, this is some kind of weird Stepford Wives situation where all the people that live in this cul-de-sac are dads. And I thought it was kind of funny. But then the barbecue happened, and I'm like, wait, isn't he supposed to be divorced? And he's like introducing this woman as his wife. He didn't say ex-wife, he said wife. So maybe that was just like a slip up on the developer's part, or maybe it was intentional. I don't know. But whatever the reason, it was kind of weird. So I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. They're taking way too fucking long to do this. Like, we're already out of time, but I don't want to leave them mid-battle because that's poor etiquette. I mean, I shouldn't have just set, like, do the first half of the video, like, talking about the other game. But I did. The bad thing about Puzzle Pirates, though, is it's that way. It's a lot of waiting, and you'll do the puzzles and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you'll find that, okay, so, well, we got are we going to like grapple at any time? Because we're getting hit with damage, so that's gonna be fun. They're obviously inexperienced people because they don't know how to fucking play the game. See, that's why I don't want to lead my own pillage, because I know that I'm not good at battle navigation, so I don't even want to attempt to do it myself. Battle navigation, they say it's like really simple once you learn how to do it, which they say about gunning and stuff too, but okay, you need to stop banging into these people. Good God. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to bail. I don't want to be in this. Okay, well, that was fun. But yeah, we're over time now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say thanks for watching. I know we didn't get to finish the battle, but those kind of people actually irritate me. If they're going to run a pillage, they need to know how to battle navigate, and if they don't know how to battle navigate, it's bad for everybody, because if they keep hitting you with cannons, they're going to damage you, and when you get into the puzzle that's like the either the sword fight or the rumble, you have a block of damage that makes your window of, you know, the puzzle shorter, and it's harder to beat the other team because, you know, you basically fucked yourself up. So sadly, I had to leave. I don't normally do that, but when somebody is that bad at battle navigation, I just can't support that. And as I said, I don't battle navigate myself, so I know it's hard, but to me, I would think that you would have to at least be semi-decent with it to lead a pillage like that. So sorry to the person, I don't think you're gonna watch this, but sorry to the person that was leading that, but I just had to leave, and I had to leave anyway because time's up. So we're actually 5 minutes over, so I'm gonna say thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to watch the video down here that YouTube suggests you check out. Just click that, it will take you to the video, and then over there will be my face. You can go click that to go subscribe, and down below is all the information: Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, Discord. Click on those down below to get to that stuff. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.